Good evening, everyone. I'm Jonathan Panker along the I-75 split. You know, getting from point A to point B is something we all basically take for granted. Usually we just hop in our cars and go, but not during the storm of 1993. This interstate, along with many others, were completely shut down. It seems 20 inches of snow, 40-mile-per-hour winds turned our major thoroughfares into roads to nowhere.
Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama are all under a state of emergency because of the storm. Many major roads and interstates remain impassable.
And there are people on the side of the roads. I suppose it doesn't matter if you have a pickup truck. If you're in the ditch, you're in the ditch.
People just shouldn't be on the roads. We were just coming home and had to get home, and they said stay off the road. We didn't. So maybe people will.
And it is still snowing, but the winds have picked up to 40 and 50 miles per hour, and that is becoming a real problem.
You know, those blizzard-like conditions David talked about, it looks like they've already arrived in Cleveland.
Chattanooga crews are doing all they can to make sure the streets will be passable in the morning. Public Works employees will wait up all night in case the snow sticks and creates hazardous driving conditions.
That's when everybody's going to be out here, and you're going to see a lot of these trucks, and just trying to stay ahead of the ice. That's what it is. The snow is no problem. I mean, you can drive on that. The ice, when it starts freezing, that's what the trouble is.
I want to give you a shot of just what I-75 looks like. I know people have been imploring you all day long to stay off the roads. Folks, this should convince you. It is one big parking lot.
You can see what the snow is like piled up on the side. I'm sure they've tried their best to plow that snow since it started falling yesterday.
Instead of clearing the snow, plows themselves got stuck in it. These are the only two working all of Cleveland.
Right behind them. So as soon as you get it clear, snow's right on top of it again.
And as the day went on, it got packed down into a thin sheet of slickness, making many motorists wish they'd have never hit the roads in the first place.
We've been noticing that a lot of the people in the States, they do not know how to drive, so they should stay off the roads.
Even the police had a hard time handling the slick pavement.
Sometimes there's just nothing you can do because, you know, Chattanooga's not equipped for this kind of snow.
People are getting out on the roads when things are closed and there's really nowhere for them to have to get to.
Someone did us a favor this morning by pulling us out, so we in turn have been doing good deeds. We've been helping people get their cars out.
The Tennessee and Georgia Highway Patrols say most roads in the area are covered in ice. And again, they urge you to stay off the roads until morning unless it's an emergency.
These roads are completely closed. What you see behind me are vehicles that are abandoned on I-24. All those drivers have gone and taken shelter here in East Ridge.
Interstate 75 will be closed the remainder of the night. If you need assistance, please exit your vehicle.
An Army National Guard caravan rounded up these stranded travelers and took them to shelter.
Good spring break!
Yeah.
I guess I can't curse on the news.
That sums it up, though.
Yeah.
Still not a terrific situation out there, but I-75 is open in both directions, and in some cases traffic is moving slowly.
We understand it's backed up from the Ridge Cut all the way to exit 2A on I-75, over 5 miles of backup.
But out of East Peoria, Illinois, going to Winn-Dixie in Orlando. I'm supposed to have been there at 11 o'clock today.
While many Tennessee Valley residents wait for water and power to be restored to their homes,
thousands who slept in their cars and trucks last night are now making their way southward on I-75.
I-75 northbound lanes and southbound lanes are flowing tonight, unlike last night when traffic was bumper to bumper at a standstill between Chattanooga and Atlanta.
You know, in putting that story together, one of the things that struck me is just how many people it took to make sense of all that confusion. All of us were pretty much stranded at work together for about 4 days, and in retrospect, I don't know if I could think of a better bunch of people to be stranded with. I'll be back with more stories of the storm a little bit later on, but now let's go back to Gary and Rebecca.